tell me who you are, what you do, and some of your highlights.
That's a fun question. I'm Scott Oldford. I guess I'm known as the guy to go to when you got a multi-7-figure company and you want to scale up quickly. I've helped a lot of people do that, and I specialize in being able to, take people that are doing $1 million, $2, $3, $4 million a year and turn them into real businesses that are sustainable, scalable, maybe even saleable at some point in that world. So work with a lot of influencer-driven brands to be able to, create truly amazing businesses out of, online influence.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen your ROI method, and that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, thanks, man. I love that. I love methodologies and frameworks, and we're actually launching an ROI method course. And yeah, and we're obviously this is kind of slightly off of an interview-ish piece, but yeah, we're developing it over the next 6 months. Excited about what that's going to bring to the marketplace, just because we want to get the ROI method out there more,
Well, I look forward to it. Now, with all of your experience, what would your shortcut to success be if you had to restart from zero and get back to where you are at now?
I mean, I think the biggest piece that I launched a book back in I read a book, Never Eat Alone, by Keith Vazari back in 2013. Keep in mind, I was $1 million in debt. So I kind of played this out already. The whole, if I had the shortcut success, I already played this once. I was successful. I had a great business, lost it all, went $1 million in debt. It's all relationships. People hustle and hustle and hustle for money. I would just go all in on relationships, because there's 3 currencies in life. There's money, there's relationships, and audience. And relationships is the easiest one to be able to leverage, to be able to generate, money, to be able to live, and then money to be in wealth. And so, I think I do the same thing I'm doing right now, man. I mean, I've spent millions of dollars on building an audience in the past few years. And I've spent millions of dollars in the past, 5 years, 6 years. I remember one time I did, in a year and a half, I brought over 1,400 people out to lunch and dinner, spent almost $100,000. Actually, probably more than $100,000 now that I think about it. And no strings attached, always used to pay for lunch or dinner. And I just got to know them. And sometimes there'd be a business opportunity, and sometimes it'd be, just a cool person to know. And that was the beginning of, everything that is today. So that would be my recommendation is double down on just building relationships. And building relationships are free. You just got to be able to be around the person where they're too. So, if I was starting out, had no money, just had 1 month's worth of money to be able to make rent or whatever, I would go to a populated city. I would just try to do lunches and dinners, to reach out to people and do group lunches and dinners and breakfasts and everything all day long, and just figure out how to fix people's problems. And because at the end of the day, that when you're in startup world, that's all you're doing is trying to figure out how to fix someone's problem.
Yeah, you got to become an expert at it. Now, would you suggest going to Newfoundland to network?
No, definitely not. I don't know. They might kick me out for saying that, but I mean, things got a lot easier once I left Newfoundland. But I still love the place. It's just it's a numbers game, It's nothing to do with the place. It doesn't matter if it was Newfoundland or Denmark or somewhere, some small place. You know what I mean? It's a numbers game when you're building a business.
Yeah, like Tupac said, you need all eyes on you.
What's up, brother? Yeah, no, exactly. You got it. You got it, man. So I love dogs. They're always they always hate the mailman. Yeah, man. I think that would be my shortcut, is just relationships. It's the same thing I'm doing right now.